Hey guys, it is Wednesday, May 21st. I just got home from work and I had my virtual meeting with the fitness coach trainer with the weight loss clinic that I'm with, and I feel like overall it went pretty well. I also wanted to give an update on Zepbound and just kind of what's been going on. So, fitness. They have an app, and I'm going to download the app, and she's going to be, so Grow with Joe is on YouTube. She does like home workouts, and I really like her energy. I like, her positivity and how she tries to make the workouts fun and whatnot. So I told the fitness trainer that I do want I want to start with maybe one of her workouts a week and two of the trainer's workouts. So my trainer wants me to focus on more muscle maintenance, building. Sorry, today was crazy. I don't even know what words I'm saying. Muscle maintenance or building more muscle. So I'm going to be using like resistance bands, kettlebells, dumbbells, things like that. And she knows all the equipment that I have in my house. And from there, we are going to start sprinkling in more workouts. The more accommodated I get with the 2 to 3 days a week, then we're going to build up to 5. And then I told her I wanted to keep Sundays primarily for like just kind of like active rest, where I do yoga and or meditation. I like to do that to decompress from the previous week and kind of prepare myself for Monday and the week to come. So Saturday will be like an open day because I told her during the spring and summer I like to take Lola hiking, or sometimes we go to the lake. Sometimes we just, kind of spur the moment type of things. So yeah, we're going to start doing that. There's an app. So this Sunday is when I can go in the app and check off that I did the yoga. And then we're going to do I think Monday, Wednesday, Thursday for now. And then eventually I'm going to work up to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 5 days a week with Sunday as my active rest day. So we're working on that. My first Zepbound injection was April 11th. I was on the 2.5. From there, I did my other injections. So my first was the 11th of April, then 4/18, 4/25, and then May 2nd. So May 2nd, I did my final injection of the 2.5. Since that week, up until yesterday, I was without it because my Rite Aid is closing. So I sent it to a different pharmacy, and the copay there was $203, and I said, you can keep it. And then I found a different pharmacy where the Zepbound is more affordable, and I just received my medication yesterday. So I did my first injection of the 5 ml yesterday. So far, so good. No side effects, no nausea, no GI issues or upset, nothing like that. And then today, of course, I met with the fitness trainer. So coming up sometime in June, I do meet with the doctor again. And then in July, I have my body scan. I forgot what type of body scan they call it, but basically I'm going to see my muscle to fat ratio. It's going to tell me like my water retention rate and all kinds of stuff. So today, me and the fitness trainer, basically I asked her, should I weigh myself once a week? Should I weigh myself once a month? She doesn't recommend stepping on a standard scale only because it can be discouraging, it can be misleading, and she advised against it. I told her that my scrubs were fitting different, and she said, you can go based off of how you feel and how your clothes fit. I asked her if I should, measure myself once a month, measure myself once a week, whatever, every 6 months. And she was just like, you should focus on you, focus on eating more nutritious foods, staying more active and getting your workouts completed, and then go from there. If you want to step on the scale every now and then, go ahead. But for now, because I have this bad habit at work, every day I'm stepping on the scale. So, if I have rice at my mom's, or if I'm at home and I eat a ham sandwich, something other than fast food and then I step on the scale, it kind of discourages me. Like, wow, I've cut out fast food, but I'm still gaining a pound here and there, or I'm gaining 0.8 ounces. So she doesn't want me to fixate on numbers, and I don't want to do that either. So I'm going to try to stay off the scale. It's just a habit. Like when I walk in at work, there's a scale there and I just step on it before I start rooming patients. So I'm going to work on not doing that. And yeah, didn't have any side effects with the 2.5 dose either. And yesterday was the first shot of the 5 ml, and I've been okay so far. I just want to talk about using injectables or using oral medications to help decrease, your appetite and your food noise. I was very standoffish about trying it at first because I didn't want to rely on it. I didn't want bad side effects that I had seen some of my patients go through. I didn't want to be paying like an astronomical amount of money, things like that. So the thing I love about it is it really does cut out my food noise. Once I do, usually last month, by the second injection, I was not even thinking about food. I would go 6 hours without even eating. And it's like, whoa, I have to eat. As opposed to before, I'm constantly eating. I'm constantly snacking in between patients. I'm eating a big lunch. I'm eating a big dinner. Breakfast, I've never been a big breakfast eater. Usually it's just coffee and water. But it really does cut out the food noise, and my energy levels are through the roof. So it is more than just an injectable. It's, especially for women, we're full of hormones, and it is hormonal. It is mental and physical and emotional. And sometimes you just need the help. You need the push. You need the tool to help you get on track and really get your life back together. And I do feel very emotional and strongly about the decision I've made to do what I've done, because I never wanted to be addicted to food. I never was addicted to food until I lost my dad. And, instead of turning to alcohol or other outlets, food was there. It was convenient. At the time, it was cheap, and I could pick it up on the way home from work. I could pick it up on the way to work, on my lunch break. Like, it's always there. And I guess part of me is I'm excited, anxious, and nervous to see who I'll be, a year from now, 6 months from now. I have kind of grown accustomed to being this size. And before I joined this weight loss clinic and started actually putting my health first, I really thought that this is just my life. This is how I'm going to be. I'm always going to fluctuate and lose the same 5 to 7 pounds, or even gain even more weight. And it just feels good to know that I have the support. I have hope that Lola's chewing on her toy, if you hear that. I have hope that I will get my eating under control, and I'm going to be making better choices, and I'm going to be happy and healthy. I'm going to work out without thinking about it. It's just going to be part of my life. Like, I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I work out. That's just what I do. And that's what I used to do. I developed these really bad habits over the last 7, 8 years since losing my dad. So I have to change the mentality that this is just going to change overnight, or it's going to change in a month. I didn't get this way in a month. It took a while, and it's going to take a while to get back to who I was. And you have to take the first step. My next step, hopefully, is finding a good counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist, psychotherapist, whoever. I'm on the wait list at 2 different places that had good ratings in my area. I'll probably never see them because so many places are closing, so many are opening, and the way insurance is, and it's just crazy. So I feel good with the decision I've made, and I just want to share my journey. And I want people to know that there is still hope. If you're thinking of an injectable or an oral medication to help with appetite suppressing, or cut out the food noise, or you need a therapist, or you want to talk to somebody, there are tons of resources out there. You just have to research who's around you. The appointments I do are virtual. I'm going in person in July to do the body scan, and that's it. Everything is virtual. They have an app. I have their emails. I have their phone numbers. We can text, call, email. I can talk to them through the app. So it just feels really good. So yeah, that's why it's taken me so long to do an update video, because it took me forever to get my second month of Zepbound. And now that I have it, I plan on hopefully staying on the same regimen every month and doing, maybe a month or every other month update, and just take you guys along my ride. And I feel like I've been doing this whole weight loss journey thing for a while, but this is like it. Like I'm excited to see progress. I'm excited to see changes and feel the changes, and just see where I am a year from now. So yeah, that's that. My next shot will be next Tuesday. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Sorry it took so long. I just got off work, so my mind is all over the place. But yeah, that's my update. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll see you in my next video.